Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, and here we are with beers again with color coding, so you know it's official. I have a piece of paper in my hand that's even extra official, and this is a video that is related to and or presenting a Citra LUPOMAX Smash Beer Challenge. The fine folks at Yakima Valley Hops sent us a whole bunch of their new hop product, LUPOMAX, and they wanted us to brew beer with it and then talk about it on video, so that's what we're doing. So I thought, you know, well, let's do one video that actually compares the LUPOMAX product to regular old pellets that you can get at any homebrew store, either online or in your neighborhood. Just so you know, they sent us a whole bunch of LUPOMAX, so we'll be brewing with a lot of this stuff in the coming weeks and months. All right, so
years.
3 beers were brewed by me. And here we go. Beer number 1 is blue, beer number 2 is yellow, beer number 3 is green. They're all 1 gallon batches. That's 3.78 liters. 2 pounds or 0.9 kilograms of Pilsner malt was used in all of them. 2 gallons of, or 7.56 liters of filtered tap water was used in all. They were all treated with a little segment of a Camden tablet so I can get the chlorine out of my tap water. And I used a 1-hour mash at 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 66 degrees Celsius for all 3 beers. Now, the big difference is the hop additions. We'll start with beer number 1, number blue. It's beer number 1, and it's 7 grams of Citra hop pellets right out from a Northern Brewer packet, 1 ounce packet that I bought. 7 grams were put in at 50 minutes to go in the boil. Then it was 14 grams of hops at flame out, and then 7 grams at day 3 of fermentation. So I counted once fermentation started, and that was you know, day 3, put it in, and that stayed in there to the end of fermentation. The label on the packet said that the alpha acids were 12.8%. All right, beer number 2. Beer number 2 is a little intense. Like the recommended dosage of LUPOMAX is 70% of what you would normally use in pellets.
Who's going to do that?
Who's going to do that? I did 100% of what we did. So I copied the exact same additions as beer number 1. So beer number yellow is 7 grams at 15 minutes to go in the boil, 14 grams flame out, 7 grams at day 3 of fermentation, 18.5% alpha acids on that one. And then beer number 3 is the recommended dosage. I worked in grams so I could do 70% and then round up to full grams. So 5 grams at 15 minutes to go in the boil, 10 grams to go that went into the beer at flame out, and then 5 grams at day 3 of fermentation. Again, 18.5% alpha acids. The yeast I used was US 05. I did, you know, a third into the 1 gallon fermenters. They all fermented for 10 days at 72 degrees Fahrenheit or 22 degrees Celsius. The starting gravity on all 3 was 1050. The finishing gravity on all 3 was 1011. So there you go. Really, we're trying to figure out, like, does the LUPOMAX bring the aroma and flavor to these beers? Now, I've been working with this app called Hopstar, and Citra should bring us intense citrusy flavor. According to this app, there's aromas of geranium, gooseberry, grapefruit, jasmine, lime, lychee, melon, passion fruit, etc., etc.
Wow, that's extensive.
Yes.
I thought Citra was supposed to be citrus.
Citra. But I mean, and like the flavor wheel, the aroma profile wheel, sorry.
It's like the marketing people started to get upset that the new hops are coming, so citrus.
It has to have everything, right? But it, you know, it indexes high for the Citra, you know, quadrant, or not even quadrant, or slice of the pie of the spider graph. Okay. So beer number 1, I'm going to taste some of these because I haven't. I've tasted a little bit of a few of them, but like number 2, which is the full-on, I haven't tasted. So I'll let you talk. What's your perceptions of these 3 beers?
Well, the beers themselves are beautiful. They're really nicely fermented. The carbonation level is spot on in each one. I can't, like, they're not any different that way. So it's good for the experiment.
The yellow is something.
It's interesting. I
Spoiler
can't
alert.
put my finger on it, but so the traditional Citra pellets, the blue one, beer number 1. It's good. It tastes like Citra. There's like a pithiness to it. I get predominantly like lemon and maybe some of those other flavors. There's a flavor. There's a melange of flavor in there that I can't really pull out yet a good descriptor to what it is I'm getting. But there's something unique about it. And I guess I've always experienced Citra loaded with other stuff too. So it's hard to like.
Yep.
It's really fascinating to have a Citra SMaSH and think about it that way. Yellow, number 2 is aroma-wise,
yeah.
it is more pungent. It's more noticeable as you get closer to it.
Hell yeah.
And you put your nose in there,
It's
you definitely
strong.
get it. It's stronger for sure.
Yep.
It's definitely stronger than the traditional pellets. I'm not sure if I would say the quality is different though. I still get the lemon. The thing that keeps coming into my mind, flavor-wise, is like candied or grilled lemon. Right? If you've ever like sliced lemons, right, and get a little char with the sugars sweeten a little bit and with the acid.
That's what I'm fish, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting out of it. And the green is.
I like the green.
I get some of that character, but it's not as intense. So
yeah, well, that would make sense because it's you know, a little less than what I put in.
Yeah, I think I prefer the green over the blue. I wouldn't. The thing is, between the green and the blue, I wouldn't say that the intensity is wildly different. I just think that the fruit impression is a little bit more clearer, a little more crisp, a little bit more defined. Like this one has lemon zest, lime zest. To me it is Citra, what I expect out of Citra. When I want to paint the hop canvas, if you will, with different, and I need this, I think that's where I'm going with this because it's really definable.
I'm getting a lot of the juiciness from the hop in this one. It's some of like not the full-on aftertaste, but like right after you like finish the swallow. I'm getting a lot of the same mouth reactions that I would have at like lemonade. Like there's a saliva change that like I'm like, this is something that's interesting.
And so you get that with the yellow one?
I don't know. That it's like an overwhelmingly like it's almost like
the
a
yellow
punch
one
in
is
the
just
face.
It's just more of the stuff up front, and I almost think it's just, I don't know if it's deadening the senses or if it's just overcoming. So one of the things that people talk about too, so you say that you added some at day 3, 5 grams at day 3.
So there's a 7
days,
days of contact time. I
so
guess.
in some cases they talk about dry hops like that starting to reabsorb some of the good flavors.
Okay.
And I wonder if some of the zing you're getting here on the back of the palate has sort of
Faded,
self-absorbed and been pulled out of the yellow just because there's so much more of it there, per se. I don't know. Or maybe that's happening with more vegetal material here. I wouldn't say, though, that blue has got more of a hop pellet presence to it, and these ones don't. What would be a really cool experiment is... And
I'm listening.
A really cool experiment would be to make this beer and then make this beer 30% more.
Okay.
Right? Meaning, rather than going, oh, you're supposed to use LUPOMAX at 70%, why wouldn't, I want to know, do I need to buy LUPOMAX or can I just add more pellets?
Maybe.
Like, where does the vegetal thing start to
my
to
wallet
drive
doesn't
into
like
it?
that idea.
Yeah, but we're home brewers. We're supposed to spend money.
I guess.
Support your local economy. I think they're all cool. The LUPOMAX is definitely a little more interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
It just has that extra, almost undefinable thing. Which, to be honest with you, if you were designing a beer at the pro level or any level, right? You want it's the intangibles that make a beer memorable.
Yep.
right? And so I think the LUPOMAX is driving something that I can't really put into words, but it's definitely something better.
Yep.
Something that's slightly more enjoyable.
I think there's just like that process of like making it like a little, you know, it just the freshness. And we've, you know, when we had that video, we discussed the other product too. It was like it tasted fresher. And I think that's what this does. It's like we're getting smarter about how do we, you know, from vine to, you know, kettle. How do we get smarter about like
preserving the goodness?
Exactly. How do we preserve the goodness? And I think that is what we're seeing here in these types of products.
And especially for us in the home brewing world, where we're getting the lots that weren't chosen by the pro brewers. That's what's making its way down to us. And sometimes it's great. Sometimes you wonder, why doesn't this taste like the descriptor? And that's probably why.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, like we said,
no oxidation in these beers. They're all beautifully yellow.
I did the best I could.
You did better than that.
I did the best I could.
They're all beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks, I appreciate it. They're also fresh as they could be because like things got kegged late last week and here we are. You know, but I think that if you were to ask me like, hey, let's taste that Citra LUPOMAX beer again in a few weeks, you know, we'll see what that looks like. That may not look as, you know, as pillowy, you know, yellowy as it is. Anyway, I appreciate you watching our video. I'm sure Mike appreciates that too.
I do.
If you like this video, if you learned something, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more home brewing videos like this one, subscribe to our channel because we put up something like this every single week. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. I'm finishing strong. Brew on.
Cheers.